If you're looking to relocate near Asheville, but you're overwhelmed by all the town options, you're probably not alone. Everyone knows about Asheville itself, but the surrounding towns, that's where you'll find better value, easier living, and often the lifestyle you're actually looking for.
Today we're going to be breaking down the top 5 towns you should know about if you are looking to live near Asheville but not in it. So we're organizing these by proximity and commute times to Asheville so you can see which ones give you the access you need while delivering the lifestyle you want.
We're going to be talking about Arden, Fletcher, Mills River, Hendersonville, and Horseshoe. Each one offers something different in terms of price point, the vibe, the convenience, and the lifestyle. And we're using real December 2025 median home prices so you know exactly what to expect.
Whether you are approaching retirement, already retired, or just looking for that perfect balance of mountain living with urban access, one of these 5 towns is probably your answer. So let's dive in. Hi, we are a real estate team proudly serving the upstate of South Carolina and Western North Carolina, from Greenville to Asheville and everything in between.
We've helped buyers relocate from all over the country to our scenic, friendly towns and cities. So let's get back into this episode. Let's start with the closest option to Asheville, which is Arden. Arden is technically an unincorporated community in southern Buncombe County, and it's literally 5 to 10 minutes from downtown Asheville and the airport. The median home price is around $486,000 as of December 2025.
Arden sits right along I-26 between Asheville and Hendersonville, and that location is its biggest selling point. So you have incredibly easy access to Asheville. We're talking like 5 minutes to the airport, 10 minutes to downtown Asheville, and you're also on major commercial corridors with shopping and services everywhere.
Yeah, the vibe in Arden is suburban and convenience oriented. This isn't a charming small town with a walkable main street. It's more of a bedroom community and commercial area with neighborhoods, shopping centers, chain restaurants, and residential subdivision. Think of it as practical, accessible living.
Home styles in Arden vary pretty widely. You'll find everything from older ranch homes from the 1960s and 70s to those newer subdivisions with modern builds, townhomes, condos. There are gated communities like Royal Pines Golf and Country Club for those who are wanting amenities and that club lifestyle.
Yeah, there's also the huge Biltmore Park complex that's in town too.
Yes.
Arden is that perfect for people who need to commute to Asheville frequently for work, who want that absolute shortest drive time to the airport for frequent travel, or who prioritize convenience and access to shopping and services over that small town kind of charm.
So for near retirees or early retirees who might still work part-time, consult in Asheville, or have frequent medical appointments there, Arden's proximity is unbeatable. You're close enough that driving to Asheville feels pretty effortless and not like a whole trip you have to plan your day around.
What you gain choosing Arden is maximum convenience to Asheville and the airport, lots of shopping and services right in Arden itself, easy access to Interstate 26, and a variety of housing options from affordable to upscale too.
What you might give up though is some small town character and walkability. Arden is car dependent and doesn't have, that charming downtown feel. It's also a little bit more expensive than towns further south because you're paying for that proximity to Asheville.
Arden works beautifully if convenience and access are your top priorities and you're okay with a suburban rather than a small town lifestyle. But if you want community character, stay tuned because the next towns offer that.
Next up is the town of Fletcher, which is about 25 minutes south of Asheville, right off of I-26 also. So the median home price here is about $450,000 as of December 2025. So more affordable than Arden, but while still maintaining excellent Asheville access.
Fletcher is a small incorporated town that strikes a nice balance. It has its own small town identity with a modest downtown area that they're trying to actually build out more to have a central downtown business district. There are local businesses and a community feel while also being very convenient to both Asheville and the airport.
So the Asheville Regional Airport is actually located right next to Fletcher, right on the Buncombe-Henderson County line. So if you live in Fletcher, you can be at the airport in 5 to 10 minutes, which is a huge advantage for some frequent travelers.
The home styles in Fletcher range from older neighborhoods with ranch homes and split levels to newer subdivisions with the more contemporary builds. You'll also find some rural properties on the outskirts with more acreage if you want some space.
Fletcher offers good value. You're saving about $40,000 on the median home price compared to Arden. You're still very close to Asheville at 15-20 minutes, and you get a little bit more of a town feel than
just pure
urban
suburban
sprawl. Yeah.
Fletcher is perfect for people who want easy Asheville access, but also want some small town character and better affordability. It's a practical choice for early retirees who might still travel frequently or need to be near Asheville regularly.
What you gain here is a better value maybe than Arden, airport convenience, small town character, and you're right in between Asheville and Hendersonville, so you can access either city very easily.
So what you may give up is that Fletcher is smaller and has less local dining and entertainment options than maybe Hendersonville, Asheville, or Arden. You'll drive to one of those cities or towns for variety, but for a balanced, affordable, convenient option, Fletcher delivers. It's also growing too. They are adding some more grocery stores as an example with new Ingles going in.
Next up is Mills River. It's about 20 to 30 minutes south of Asheville, depending on which part you're in, and it offers something pretty special, a rural, peaceful feel while being surprisingly close to everything. The median home price here is $525,000 or so as of December 2025.
But here's what most people don't realize about Mills River. Even though it feels rural and you're surrounded by forest and farmland in particular, you're incredibly close to Airport Road, which is the commercial corridor, and the road that the Asheville Airport is located off of. You can be at shopping, restaurants, or the airport within 10 to 20 minutes.
Mills River is home to Sierra Nevada Brewing Company's East Coast facility, which has a stunning campus with trails, a beer garden, and some of the best brewery tours in the country. That alone puts Mills River on the map for many relocators.
It's also a 400-seat restaurant. Beyond the brewery, Mills River offers incredible outdoor recreation access too. You're right at the entrance to Pisgah National Forest. It's not very far away. You have the North Mills River Recreation Area, which is ran by the state. You have the North Carolina Arboretum, and you also have world-class hiking, mountain biking, scenic drives very close to you.
Home styles in Mills River tend toward newer construction and mountain contemporary designs, often on larger lots. So you'll find properties with 1 to 5 acres, typically mountain or pastoral views, and that spacious, private mountain feel.
Mills River is perfect for active retirees and outdoor enthusiasts who want to be immersed in nature and recreation while still having convenient access to Asheville and services. It's also great for people who just want a little bit more acreage, probably, and privacy without being truly remote.
Yeah. So what you gain in choosing Mills River is that outdoor lifestyle with Pisgah forest access, the Sierra Nevada campus as a community gathering spot, rural, peaceful feeling with surprising convenience that you really wouldn't expect, larger properties with land, and that mountain living feel because you're kind of in the valley for most of Mills River and looking up at the mountains. Yeah.
What you give up, you're paying a premium with that median price point, reflecting kind of the desirability and the larger properties that we tend to find in Mills River. It also doesn't have its own walkable downtown, so you're driving to Hendersonville or Asheville or Brevard even for that true downtown experience for dining and entertainment.
For early retirees who are serious about staying active and outdoors, hiking, biking, kayaking, and those who want that mountain lifestyle while keeping easy access to Asheville, then Mills River is definitely worth the premium.
And the fact that it feels rural, but you're 15 minutes from the airport and major shopping is really kind of having the best of both worlds. You come home to peace and nature, but civilization is right at your doorstep too.
So now we get to Hendersonville, which is about 25 to 35 minutes south of Asheville and offers what we consider the most complete retirement package in Western North Carolina, where the median home price here is about $450,000.
Hendersonville has a beautiful, walkable, historic downtown with tree-lined Main Street, locally owned restaurants, shops, and galleries, and year-round community events. Lots happening in the warmer months in particular. But what really sets it apart is the infrastructure specifically built for retirees.
Hendersonville has 2 5-star Medicare-rated hospitals, Pardee, which is a part of the UNC healthcare system, and Advent Health in Hendersonville. Over 2 dozen retirement communities, established senior services, social clubs, and wellness programs, also volunteer opportunities. So the entire community is really designed to support active aging.
Yeah, let's switch over to homes, and the styles that you'll find in Hendersonville really range from historic downtown homes that are on the historic register to charming neighborhoods and golf course communities. We also have newer subdivisions and kind of everything in between. You have tremendous variety and price points and styles here.
Hendersonville is perfect for anyone who is approaching or in retirement who values excellent healthcare access, proven community infrastructure, small town character with some of those urban amenities not too far away, and I think a pretty good value in the region as well.
Yeah, what you're gaining by choosing Hendersonville is very good value. 2 nationally ranked hospitals, complete retirement infrastructure, walkable downtown, lots of events going on, and surprisingly great dining and entertainment for a town that's relatively small.
What you give up, though, is you are 25 to 35 minutes away from Asheville instead of maybe 5 to 15 minutes. So trips there require a little bit more planning. But honestly, Hendersonville has so much of its own that many residents don't need to go to Asheville all the time.
Yeah, I rarely go up there, to be honest, other than work. We've been consistently surprised by how much Hendersonville offers locally, from the excellent restaurants, the breweries, the wineries, farmers market, live music, and cultural events, especially for a town of just 15,000 in the city and a little bit around 115,000 for the county. It really does punch above its weight from a culture perspective.
Hendersonville also gives you something unique, that you're positioned perfectly between Asheville to the north and Greenville to the south. So you have access in multiple directions, including to the Greenville-Spartanburg Airport as an alternative to the Asheville Airport.
Yeah, for near retirees or retirees who want the most proven, complete, affordable option near Asheville, Hendersonville is kind of tough to beat. That's why so many of the clients that we work with find Hendersonville to be a good balance between everything.
So finally, let's talk a little bit about Horseshoe, which is an unincorporated community about 25 to 30 minutes away from Asheville, depending on where you are. The median home price there is $415,000.
Horseshoe is tucked into a bend of the French Broad River, just northeast of Hendersonville. It's how it gets its name. And it offers something that the other areas really don't, and that's this really authentic, almost feeling rural mountain living, but and where you can get some space at reasonable prices, but still be convenient to everything you need. I say it really works well for people who want access to the outdoor lifestyle, but then it's super convenient to get to Brevard, to Etowah, to the Airport Road area and Asheville Airport.
Yeah, in Horseshoe, you'll find properties that have multiple acres, mountain views, river access, and more that countryside feel. This is where you can have horses, chickens, a big garden, and that homestead retirement dream if that's what you are seeking.
But here's what makes Horseshoe special. Even though it does feel more rural and remote, you're actually very convenient to all those areas that we just talked about. You're only about 15 minutes to Hendersonville, 20 to 30 minutes from Brevard, and also about 10 to 15 minutes to the Airport Road corridor that has all that shopping and retail dining.
That central positioning between Hendersonville, Brevard, and the Asheville, Arden area means that you have options. So you need healthcare, you're probably 15 minutes to Hendersonville's hospitals. If you would like waterfalls, then you're only maybe 20 minutes to Brevard. If you're flying out, then you're super close to the airport, again, about 15, 20 minutes.
Yeah, and home styles in Horseshoe, they do vary. You find some of those older farmhouses, but you also have newer custom homes on a little bit of acreage and cabins and everything in between. Many properties here are on well, water, and septic systems, which is normal when you get outside of our town centers in Western North Carolina.
Horseshoe is great for people who want land, privacy, and some of that rural mountain living without being truly isolated. So it's ideal for some of those retirees who want some of the acreage for hobbies or animals or just a little bit of breathing room while still staying reasonably close to those services.
What you gain in choosing Horseshoe is that more land for your money, that authentic rural mountain character, privacy and peace, and river access, and very easy access to all the outdoor recreation in DuPont State and Pisgah Forest.
What you give up, though, is that you are a little bit more rural. So you're driving 15 to 30 minutes for most shopping, dining, and services. It is pretty car dependent there. Many properties require well and septic maintenance. Winter road access can be challenging on some mountain roads, but that's going to be kind of anywhere in the area.
Yeah. Horseshoe is for people whose retirement vision includes that land space and that rural lifestyle. The beautiful thing is that all 5 of these towns give you access to Asheville, the airport, the mountain lifestyle, and the 4-season living. You're not making a wrong choice, you're just choosing which specific benefits matter most to you.
And remember, you're not locked in forever. We know people who started in Arden for work, for convenience, and then maybe moved to Hendersonville in retirement, or people who tried Mills River and realized that maybe they wanted a little more town amenities and moved to Fletcher. So you can always adjust.
But the smarter approach is to really think through your priorities up front. How often will you actually go to Asheville? How important is healthcare access? Do you want land or do you favor walkability? What's your budget? And then choose accordingly from the start.
So those are the top 5 towns to know about if you are looking to live near Asheville. Arden for maximum convenience, Fletcher for balanced access, Mills River for outdoor lifestyle, Hendersonville for that complete retirement infrastructure, and Horseshoe for some more rural acreage.
Each one does offer something different in terms of proximity, price, and lifestyle. The key really is figuring out which combination of factors matters most to you.
And to help you narrow down your options, we've created the Asheville Area Town Finder tool on our website. It asks about your priorities, your budget, proximity to Asheville, healthcare access, walkability, outdoor recreation, and more. And then it recommends the best fit towns.
You can find that tool on our website, and the link is in the show notes here. It takes about 2 minutes, and it does give you customized recommendations based on what you input.
We also offer free consultations where we can discuss these 5 towns in more detail, answer any questions that you might have about specific neighborhoods within each town, and help you plan visits to experience them firsthand. The consultation link is in the description below, and we're here to help you make an informed decision that you'll be happy with long term and not just excited about initially.
If you enjoyed this episode and found it helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel. We release a new episode every week about living and relocating to Western North Carolina. And drop us a comment and tell us which of these 5 towns sounds most interesting for you.
Thanks for joining us today, and we'll see you in the mountains.